Ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
Here we are.
How was your weekend?
It was good.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Alright, that was cool.
No,
Sounds fun.
I watched UFC at Boston Pizza with you and Brad Box. Got Brad Box out.
You took my coffee, you fuck.
Did I?
You piece of shit.
Shit.
Well, no, I don't want your rat one now. I gave you the stuff on the side. Where'd you put it?
It's awesome though. We just got that on camera. It's upstairs.
Guys,
What? Do I have that much germs? I've taken one sip.
I don't want your ratty ass coffee. Why? I'll go get the stuff on the side for a big break.
Oh my lord.
Anyways,
I guess I'm drinking this cream today.
continue. So you went to the UFC.
That's awesome that we got that on camera though. That's pretty good. First of all, went to the UFC with you and Brad Box, and want to give a shout out to Paul across the street, my neighbor. He's been watching all our videos.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate you.
Yeah, and he can be our sponsor. Just give us like $100 a week and towards the camera. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I've been watching this show on Netflix called Animal Kingdom. Have you ever heard of it? Did I tell you about it? No.
Yeah, even second season.
Oh, buddy, I'm
Finished it.
I'm in the third one now.
Oh,
if you are not watching Animal Kingdom, I'm telling you, this is my recommendation. Get on Netflix. You better dedicate a lot of time to it though, because you're not going anywhere. It's the kind of show where like the episode ends and you're like, well, I guess you better watch the next 6. But
Next 6.
Just cancel all plans. It's gonna be a Netflix and chill kind of night. You got 3 seasons to go.
Netflix and show. I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
All right, but we got. Let's talk about shout out to the 2 boxers who passed away.
So last weekend, we had a fighter, Maxim Dedishev, fought on Friday night, and
Hugo Santillan.
fought on Saturday night.
Santillan?
I believe it was the Pacquiao card.
Yeah.
And Maxim Dedishev passed away, I think, on the Monday, and then Hugo on like the Wednesday or Thursday.
26 and 23, I think.
It's tragic, man.
Yeah.
So condolences to them and their families. It just brings up a point that I kind of wanted to touch on today. What are your thoughts on brain trauma in like combat sports? Like, what do you think?
You're getting hit in the head?
It just comes with the territory, right?
Yeah.
But my thought is like,
You're young though. How strong is your brain, really?
the problem I think with boxing is like, we were talking about this over the weekend. You can be fully knocked out cold, and then they give you a chance to wake up. It's like, okay, you have 10 seconds. Okay, if you wake up, then you can continue fighting, even though you were unconscious. That just, to me, that seems super like extreme, and like, there's not anything you can do about it because you have to give them. If they wake up, you have to give them a chance to win the fight because that's what their job is, to fight. It's their livelihood.
Tyson Fury,
good example. There's other examples too. People coming back from getting knocked down. Like, it's just, I don't think we can't cater towards these outliers. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible, it's tragic that people are passing away, and it seems right now like more often than not. Maybe the PADs or something. Maybe something's happening. Maybe we need to do better testing. Maybe people are cutting too much weight.
Yeah, well, boxing, maybe there's not fighting in the right weight class because there's enough, but
it has nothing to do with the weight class. They could just cut more weight to get the lower weight class. You know,
that's just true. That's what I mean. Yeah.
I don't know. I just think that we can't. People are saying, "Oh, what can we do to stop this from happening?" I don't think we can do anything.
You know, you're in a game where you're getting hit in the head.
That's what you signed up for.
Exactly.
As awful as this, these dudes went out on their shield. It's terrible, but you know the risk. The risk comes with it, but the reward also comes with it.
Absolutely.
So condolences to them and their families.
Do you want to talk about Mayweather Pacquiao too?
What are your thoughts on that?
I just don't even really want to talk about it. I don't think it's worth talking about. I think Pacquiao would smash him now.
I think if that fight happens in 2020, that'd be like the biggest fight of the year for sure.
Well, yeah, obviously, but Pacquiao would kill him.
You think Pacquiao wins this time? Why?
Just look, Floyd is, I don't know, Pacquiao's been relevant. And he's a champion. He looked unreal.
I favor Pacquiao too, which is crazy. Because my opinion is Mayweather hasn't had a real fight since Manny Pacquiao. I don't count the Andre Berto fight.
No?
I don't know, not really. I don't count the Conor McGregor fight. I definitely don't count Tension, whatever the hell his name is.
Oh, not, yeah.
He's been fighting tomato cans, cab drivers, and part-time boxers since 2016.
Yeah.
And you have Manny Pacquiao, who's rattled off wins against, I don't care what he says, he beat Jeff Horn.
Yeah.
Then he beat Lucas Matisse. Then he beat Adrian Broner. And now we beat Keith Thurman at 40 years of age. Like, that's amazing. He's in his prime, large welterweight, much bigger man than Manny Pacquiao is, much bigger than Floyd Mayweather is, and beat him handily. I don't know. I don't think at 42 years old Floyd would come back and beat
that Pacquiao.
That Keith Thurman.
No?
I don't know, man. That'd be
no.
I don't think so.
No.
But I favor Pac-Man. I think Mayweather would open up as a favorite, of course. But I do think that it makes sense now. For like after like their first fight, there was like no one really cared to see it for a while. The rematch because it was such a bad fight. But I think Pacquiao being a champion, being relevant back on the pound for pound list, it makes sense. And I don't want to see Pacquiao fight Spencer Crawford.
We never know now though.
You never.
So
yeah, fair enough.
But with that being said, someone's always got to go against Mayweather's. And then we get a trilogy fight too.
At what, like 50 years old? I don't want to. What is this? That's like Tito and Chuck fighting again. Like
Berto.
I
mean, not Berto. What's his name? Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, but he was relevant until he was 50.
Yeah.
So what do we got next?
We got Hooker and Ramirez. We got a upset, I guess, right?
Well, they're both champs. So it was co-promotion. Top Rank promotes Jose Ramirez, and Matchroom promotes Maurice Hooker. And
what belt?
The WBO and the WBC.
Oh, shit.
Unified Light Welterweight Championship.
The BBO's kind of.
I mean, it's a legit belt. It's
That's
just,
true.
Yeah.
But we had the 6th round knockout, I guess, of Ramirez knocking out Maurice Hooker.
I think it was an upset. I think Hooker was the favorite.
Yeah, Hooker was.
He's the matchroom fighter at the WBO. Reese watched it. We were at Boston Pizza, so I didn't check it out. Everyone online is saying, including Reese, they're all saying that it could be fight of the year. Saying it was an absolute war, and I definitely want to see that for myself. And I hope Jose Ramirez, since he has 2 belts, I hope he fights Regis Prograis or Luke Campbell, the other 2 belt holders of that division. Let's get another undisputed light welterweight champion. Shout out to Terrence Crawford.
Absolutely. What?
He was the last undisputed light welterweight champion.
Alright, we got Tevin Farmer, my boy, fought a hard-fought unanimous decision over Guillaume Frenos.
Never heard of Guillaume. Okay, shout out to Guillaume Frenos. He didn't get stopped.
Hard fought.
So that's good. I saw some of the highlights. Tevin Farmer was doing some Pernell Whitaker shit, man. Was not getting touched at all in the corner.
Yeah.
Slipping everything. I mean, he's one of your favorite fighters. What do you think about Tevin Farmer?
I'm happy. The guy follows me on Instagram. Shout out to Tevin Farmer. A long time ago when he was like 19 wins and 4 losses, some shit. But he fights a lot, yeah. I'm pretty happy. I would also like to see him versus Gervonta Davis, but...
Speaking of Gervonta Davis, he won via 2nd round knockout.
And we got to watch it with the UFC, so it's pretty nice because UFC's card was a struggle.
We had the UFC, Showtime Boxing, UFC on at Boston Pizza. If you didn't see your post, then go take a look at that.
It's pretty cool.
But after the fight, Gervonta called out Tevin, and after Tevin's fight, Tevin called out Gervonta. I mean, I think it has to happen now. But the problem is, Gervonta's PBC, and we know these PBC fighters never do cross promotion. Bob Arum, Top Rank, and Matchroom, they always do cross promotion. De La Hoya, Matchroom, they always do cross promotion. They get shit done. It's like PBC doesn't want the fighters to lose to these other guys. I don't know, man. I think it has to happen. They've been talking shit to each other for years now. I think I favored Gervonta.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it would be a great fight.
Absolutely. Next, we got UFC 240. Yep. And we're not going to talk about much of the card. Because really, there was no card.
I didn't pay attention to any of it until the last 2 fights.
But we'll talk about Chris Cyborg and Felicia Spencer.
Hell of a fight.
Shout out to Felicia Spencer.
But, yo, she's got to get her hand out the cookie jar, man.
Yeah, she's looking thicker than a Snickers.
She's a thickie, man. Like
thicky.
For 145, like yeah, she fought her ass off. She definitely can compete at the division. She beat Megan Anderson. She went 3 rounds with Chris Cyborg, busted Chris Cyborg up. That controlled her in the cage a little bit too. But that being said, at 135, she's an absolute monster.
Yeah.
Get your ass down to 135. Like, why is your nutritionist and your coach and strength conditioning trainers not like, listen, at 135, you're like unbeatable. Like,
yeah.
You get down to, I guess maybe she just didn't want the Amanda Nunes problems, but then again, Amanda Nunes is also the 145 champ. So,
no one wants Amanda Nunes.
No one wants Amanda Nunes problem.
Nobody.
So what do you think about the Cyborg situation?
I think she does sign again, but I think it's going to be a 1-fight deal.
She looked really good.
She looked really good.
Against Lisa Spencer.
Yeah, she stuffed her takedowns, showed a good chin.
She won every round.
Shows how hard Amanda Nunes hits.
Yeah, Cyborg hits hard as fuck too.
I don't think she hits as hard as Amanda.
She she survived adversity, which was big after getting knocked out the way she did.
She's so big, eh?
She's a monster.
Could not get Felicia could not get her down.
The elbow that Felicia landed on Cyborg's face, most people would have quit after that.
Absolutely.
Literally was a 3.5 inch gash down the middle of her head, just flapping open.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Shout out to her cut, man. They did a good job stopping the bleeding.
Yeah, they didn't bleed at all.
Not much. And Cyborg landed great combinations. Her forward.
That chin of Felicia, though. Her head must have hurt the next day.
And it was Cyborg was landing nice leg kicks too. Was chopping the shit out of her leg.
Yeah.
It was a good performance. I would like to see her at the finish. She almost did in the 3rd round. She had her hurt bad and backed her up into the cage.
You thought she was going to finish her the whole time.
Oh, I kept saying, like, everyone... Because, like, this Felicia Spencer's Canadian. And, of course, we're watching in Canada. And all these fucking fanboys and white boys and people that don't know shit about fighting in the box people are like, oh, okay, Felicia Spencer. Like, yeah, let's go, Felicia. I don't give a shit, man. I've been watching Cyborg since I was, like, little. I want Cyborg to kick the shit out of this Canadian. Alright, turn it into mulch. That's what I want. Turn her into mulch. Never heard of Felicia Spencer before she beat Megan Anderson.
Megan, I'm cracking you for once.
Next.
All right, we got the UFC main event. We have the featherweight championship. We got Blessed Holloway versus Frank Edgar.
Blessed Express, baby. Choo choo.
It was a good fight. It was the people behind me are like, this is the most boring fight. I can't believe it's the main event. I'm like, you don't respect the technical striking fight.
I think Frankie's game plan was good to start off with because he was feinting a lot of takedowns and then coming back up with shots, but he didn't change it up.
No.
After 3 rounds, Max was like, okay, but you're doing the same thing. You can't take me down. I'm literally going to let you grab my leg. I'm going to push you off and hit you with the right hand, left hook all night.
Yeah.
I think Frankie should have held him against the fence a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Shot a double leg instead of a single leg. That being said, Frankie's a lot smaller than Max Holloway.
There was like big difference.
And he fought his ass off. I give Max a lot of respect for his post-fight speech and everything. He's just a very respectful guy. You can't not love Max Holloway.
Yeah.
Same with Frankie, another respectful guy. Do you think Max fights Volkanovski next?
Yeah, he has to. Greatest featherweight of all time now. It's arguable now.
I don't give a shit if he beats Volkanovski. Like, that fight does nothing for me. That can't be a main event of a pay-per-view. Like, Frankie Edgar versus Max Holloway was like a good fight, but no one really gave a shit about it. You think anyone gives a shit about Volkanovski? What are we trying to sell? 4 pay-per-views? Like, what? Jeez, they didn't even put a stacked card around this thing.
I know. It's crazy. And as you know, like, this fight meant a lot to me because my boy, I'll show you right here, we got his autograph right here, and we got his piece of his shirt worn. He is my favorite fighter. But,
I was going.
I like both fighters, so this is actually the first Frankie Edgar fight where I was calm because I was like,
yeah, I think it's Max Holloway, whatever.
Because I like Max a lot, and like,
yeah,
I think Frankie could do big things at 135.
But why would you cut to 135 when he's beat everyone at 145, except for Max Holloway
and Brian Ortega?
He could beat Brian Ortega any day of the week, though.
That was a fluke in my opinion, but yeah, because I don't think he'll ever get a title shot again.
That's fair. He's 37 years old. So if he goes to 135, he has to be one guy and he gets a title shot?
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense.
I would like to see, honestly, imagine this fight: Dominic Cruz, Frank Edgar. Imagine the footwork and speed in that fight.
That'd be crazy. I think Frankie would beat his ass because Cruz has been so not consistent in the ring.
Be a good fight.
Yeah.
Holy. Holy!
I'd like to see that.
I like that fight. I don't know why. I've always liked that fight.
Yeah.
Or Marlon Moraes. But they're best friends, so they wouldn't do it.
Aljamain Sterling versus Frankie's a great
I
fight.
think it's an easy fight for Frankie. It's too sloppy for him.
That's pretty much it for 240.
He'd actually be the bigger guy too.
You think so?
At that weight class. Everyone's always like, Frankie, you're a lightweight champ. Go down, go down, go down. It's like, how much can you go down?
Yeah, well, he still doesn't cut much weight.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what do we got going on this week? For fuck's sakes, man!
It's a shout out.
Jesus, what do we got going on this week, man?
Not much boxing, but every time, eh? All right, we got Covington versus Lawler card. He's dying right here. He wants to hit me. All right, but we don't have much of a card. I mean, we got Mickey Gall fighting. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Let's
I don't
start
smell
over.
anything. Continue, bro.
All right, we got Mickey Gall fighting on the
Mickey
card.
Gall.
Mickey Gall, but
Coming off a loss to Diego Sanchez.
horrible loss. But in the co-main event, which should be the main event, we got Jim Miller versus Clay Guida.
Shout out to 2006. It's coming back in full effect.
Who you got?
Jim Miller by submission.
Really? Yeah, I got Jim Miller by rear naked choke, second round. In the main event, this is interesting. Colby Covington versus Robbie Lawler.
In the words, shout out to Brad Box, Robbie the Brawler Lawler. I've never heard that before, but I like it.
Lawler.
I like Ruthless Robbie Lawler a little bit better, but
The Brawler Lawler.
I think Robbie Lawler,
That was his jail name.
he didn't go to jail.
I'm just
I
kidding.
think Robbie Lawler finishes him, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? I favor Robbie in a 5-round fight.
It is a 5-round fight.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
If it
yeah.
was a 3-round fight, I feel like Colby would win.
Mm.
But if it was 5 rounds, I feel like this is going to be a time for him to just catch Colby.
I think he's bigger, he's stronger, he's got better hands. I would say Colby's better conditioning.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
But Robbie in those 5 rounds are shitty.
he just
Anyway,
kills people in the fitness.
so
I think Colby's got better wrestling, but Lawler's anti-wrestling is amazing
I feel like Lawler becomes relevant again.
when he knocks this guy out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to knock him out in the 3rd round.
Think so?
Yeah.
I would like to see Kamaru versus Lawler.
I want to see Masvidal versus Kamaru, but I mean, Lawler versus Kamaru would be a good fight too.
I feel like Lawler might beat them both. I don't know. It's hard for anyone to really not beat Lawler. That's what it was like when he looked in ridiculous shape last week.
When he's at his best, he's a tough dude to beat. Like when he's not really giving a shit, he's injured and like
Like when he fired Diego.
he kind of was. He's had like ups and downs in his career. It's weird. He's like definitely on an up right now after what he did to Ben Askren, face planted him into this different.
He looked the
universe.
best shape he's ever been in.
Ridiculous shape. I think 37-year-old Robbie Lawler gets it done. TKO.
Still looks young though.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think our Robbie gets that 3rd round PKO.
Agreed.
No more making America great again.
Send him home. I'm sick of that guy.
Are you?
I don't like Kobe.
I think he's hilarious.
Like, take your sunglasses off at the interview. Take your little red hat off. Put your fake belt down that you should never won off of RDA.
I don't know about that. It was good timing. But I think if Kobe does lose, he should fight Woodley.
Oh, you want to feed him to the wolves, right? Jeez, Ruthless Robbie Lawler and then Tyrone T. Woodley. Oh my God, that's concussion syndrome right there.
That happened. Where you at, Tyrone Woodley?
Definitely don't want those problems.
But next we got not much of a fight card for boxing this week. I mean, we have some Andre Berto in. We have some
It's a couple of fat heavyweights.
Areola.
Nowaki
Yeah.
will knock him out. He'll get it done in the 6th.
There's some names like Chavez Jr., but
That's pretty much it. Not much that we're
Not
gonna
much going
touch
on.
We'll see if they're big fight. If they're entertaining, we'll talk about them next week.
but probably not.
And fight announcements.
We have this week. I thought it was going to be Jorge versus Kamaru at 244, but not.
It's not official yet.
We have Askren versus Maya.
I think Mayo gets it done to be a rear naked choke, but
Send them packing. No retirement.
sends it back to one championship.
To win a belt.
Yeah, go back to China or Japan.
Oh my god. Alright, we got Zombie versus Ortega.
My favorite Zombie, even though he's the underdog for sure in that fight. I think he just hits way too hard for Ortega.
And Yair Rodriguez versus Steven Thompson.
Oh, Jeremy Stevens.
Oh, Jeremy.
Jesus. Wow. Size differential.
Weight bullies. Oh, that's what we need to talk about. Weight bullies.
So we lost this fight in house.
All right, we got Yair Rodriguez versus Jeremy Stevens.
Again, I favor the heavy-handed guy. I think Jeremy Stevens, if he touches Yair Rodriguez once, it's curtains.
Yeah.
I think Jeremy Stevens gets that done. I don't see Stevens losing 3 in a row. Lost to Aldo and then Zabit. And,
Tough competition.
I mean, I was fighting Yair, man. That's 3 hard fights in a row. Jesus. Murders a row. And before he beat Aldo, he had a tough fight before that, too.
Beat Emmett. Josh Emmett.
Okay, yeah. Josh Emmett's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else did he beat? He was on a good skid.
Michael Johnson, I think.
Yeah, Michael Johnson.
He beat a bunch of dudes.
Alright, we got yeah, let's talk about your main thing, weight bullies.
So that guy, what's it? Choi?
Yeah, Choi.
Sung Shun Choi or something he's Korean. He was undefeated.
Shout out to Gavin Tucker, actually, whooping some ass for Canada.
He fought on the prelims, the FS1 prelims, or no, the ESPN prelims. Yeah, what weight class was that? 145?
145.
Yeah, he fought Gavin Tucker.
5'6" to 6'1".
What are we doing? What are we doing at 6 feet tall fight at 145? Who said that was a good idea? What coach was like, oh yeah, man, let's just take everything out of you. Like, we'll take your heart, your liver, that's 4 pounds. Okay, let's shave your head. It's fine. Oh, we'll wax your legs. Oh, we'll get you on 145, no big deal. And we'll put that shit right back into you as soon as we hit those scales. Man, at some point, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you don't get much benefit from draining that much. Like there's a line you gotta like find the sweet spot. This dude could be fighting at like 170 easily. 6 feet tall. Mm-hmm. Like he's way bigger than
6'1".
He's bigger than Lawler. He's bigger than Covington. He's bigger than Woodley. Like this guy's huge.
Yeah.
Don't fight at 145 again.
I'll come after you. He's your height.
That's ridiculous.
And he fights at 145.
I mean, unless what do you think he walks around at? There's no way he walks around like 160. He's got to be like close to 200 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say 190.
That's insane.
But Luis Pena,
another fucking
who misses weight and still
he's one of those dudes who needs to shave his fucking beard to make weight. Like, he doesn't. Why do you have a full beard, bro? When you're a weight bully, you can't have a beard when a weight bully.
He's one weird motherfucker.
Strange dude, man. Very strange dude.
But he is a weight bully.
Big. What does he fight at? 135.
He was 135. Then he went to 145. Missed weight 145. Now he's at one. He was forced to go to 155. Now he's back at 145.
What a bum.
What a bomb.
But yeah, shout out to Gavin Tucker. That dude's a savage.
Yeah, he looks really good.
Wow. He flattened him out, grabbed his neck, and just go to sleep, boy. You know, 6 foot fuck. Go to sleep.
How does it feel to get beat by a 5'6" man? But there was something else I want to talk about before. What is it? And I'm having a brain fart right now. Shit.
You see what I put up with?
What he puts up with. But shout out to you guys. Thank you. We have some good views last week.
Brady was trolling Twitter.
It
was hilarious.
But did you see that? Never mind.
What? Did I see what?
The video?
Yeah, I told you to delete it.
And it made 150 views.
It was so dumb. I took that shit down.
I did.
No, I didn't.
I took it down too.
Oh,
I'm still there. Easy girl. Don't be streaming. Tell your mom to watch our videos.
Pay for pay-per-views.
Pay for pay-per-views.
Tell your sister, your cousin, your brothers, your nephews, your mail delivery guy.
I don't even know who else.
The
milkman. Tell the milkman who sleep with your mama.
The guy at the food truck.
Diaries.
Everybody. The illegal immigrants that are working outside of Home Depot, let them know.
You're talking about the cotton pickers?
I was talking about Mexicans, bro. Like the Home Depot workers, bro.
Oh my god.
Everybody. Let them know. We need views, subscriptions.
Money.
We respect you guys. We're out.